So disappointing. Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm trying to clean up some stuff that I got. Now I got a drop visor for low and slow like 8 months ago, or I should say I ordered it, and it finally came in. So today I'm gonna see about putting it on and see how difficult it is. And the mosquitoes are out and they like me today. I know, right? Dang mosquitoes. So first, I need to find an X-Acto knife. And we're gonna unbox it. Whew. Alrighty. Sucker's heavy. Looks like it's the right one. I hope. So I think one of the first things to do, I'm gonna get my scaffold over here and see about taking the old visor off. There we go. That's a lot of screws. There's all the stainless hardware, stainless bolts, stainless screws. This came from 12 gauge Customs. Okay, well, here you got it. There's the instructions, so let's get to this. How hard could it be? There's no brackets. So there's no brackets off here to mount it to the cab, and there's no holes in here for where it's supposed to go into the hocks. So am I supposed to drill holes in this stainless? And how am I supposed to line it up when I don't have any brackets? I tell you, that is like super duper disappointing. I've been waiting like 9 months for this. Well, I guess we'll be phoning 12 gauge next week. In the meantime, maybe I'll hold this up and try and see what it looks like. So disappointing. Don't fall down! So. What do you think? Does that give it a nice, mean look? I don't know. I've got half a mind just to send it back and just say screw it. You know that? So disappointing. Well, due to Murphy's Law, I decided to run to town and see about getting some wheel studs. So we can put aluminum wheels on. And the aluminum wheel is about a ½ an inch thicker. So we need to put ½ an inch longer wheel studs on, but nobody in town has these. So yeah, I had to order them direct from Meritor, and I'm guessing it's going to be a while. So we'll put the wheel stud I pulled out back in, put the front tire back on, and I think I'll leave the visor off because if I get a hold of 12 gauge on Monday, then maybe they can ship me some parts. But I don't know. I don't even know if I like that visor, to tell you the truth, because I put a piece of tape on the window where I think it's going to come down to, and it's kind of a long ways. I didn't want a really deep visor. I just wanted a visor, a little bit of a visor. So I thought I ordered the shortest one being like a 10 inch, but you know what? You don't have a lot of options when you're doing stuff for a Cabover. So at least I got scaffolding though. So I'm going to put this back together. And the good thing is I went and talked to Ryan at work while I was getting parts. And I was telling him about this engine and pulling the cylinder head off and stuff. And he said, you know what? If there's still cross hatchings in that, he says you might be able to just roll some new bearings in the bottom end and get a new gasket kit and run it. So I think tomorrow that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this all off and pull this up. Well, we're just going to pull everything off this block because we'll put everything off that block on it. Oh, and here's something else I did. I was puttering last night, and you know how that goes. I put these new pieces on. Doesn't that look nicer? Chrome don't get you home, but it sure makes you feel good. So, yeah, just spruce her up a little bit. So, anyways, I'm gonna put this wheel stud back in, put my brake drum back on, and move on to the next task. So I don't think I'm going to film this because, I mean, you guys have seen me pull wheels apart before. So, excuse me. But Cooper mowed the lawn. Maybe I'll do the fuel tank thing. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. First, put the wheel back on. Okay. I've never liked this fuel tank because it's a Western Star tank. So when one project doesn't go good, start another project. So that's what I'm doing. Got the wheel back on, torqued the nuts, but this, I got one strap off. So pumped all the fuel to the other side. Burned a little more fuel going to Edmonton than I thought, but then I was sitting on the pin all the way there, but good thing fuel tanks aren't very heavy. go. Just like that. Didn't even hardly make a mess. So if anybody needs a 100-gallon Western Star fuel tank, I got one for sale. Yep, I do. Now, let's go take a look at the peat tank. All right, this is the Peterbilt tank I picked up. It's used, but it's the same size, made for a driver's side. It's newer, of course. It's got a little dent right there, but you know what? I'd rather have a little dent and have the correct tank. And I'm hoping you won't be able to see it when it's on the truck. But a little bit of fuel left in it, so I'm gonna pump it out into a bucket. Okay, this isn't much of a bucket, but it's a bucket. Now this is a bit of a crude contraption I made using a transfer pump, and I put this hose on a stick because it always wants to bend and kink. But I got a filter on it so that way when I'm using good fuel and transferring it, it filters it out. This stuff I'm pretty sure has a little bit of water in it, so we're not using it. Okay. So if I hook this up to my battery pack, worked like a charm yet again. Let's take a little inspection here. Oh yeah, just a little bit of methyl hydrate will be just fine. Just fine, he says. And I'll change fuel filters after running this, but it's good. There's like maybe this much fuel at the bottom. Woo! Okay, now I have a new level, so I can put that in there. Hopefully it works. So I'm gonna go get it. Okay. Got. Is this open? I guess it opens like that. We've got a new cork gasket, and we've got leveling valve. They don't have screws. Of course we don't have screws, because that would make my life easier. Well, we're going to find some screws. Because at the very least, I put this in and get it up in there. I can always adjust it. So I'm going to put it in goes like that. So now, we just need to find some machine screws. You know, this is why a guy has a junk drawer. Miscellaneous screw drawer. I've had these screws for probably 20 years. See them? They're just little, just little. Did I get rid of them? No, because I knew they would come in handy one day. Who knew it would be the day today, but I'm sure glad I kept them. So now, I line this up so that the hole line up somehow, some way. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Hold it arm. False alarm, I said. Thought maybe my gasket didn't fit. Come on. I know you're gonna fit. Because you gotta. Because I planned it that way. Try this one. Could be a scoot short. Wait a minute. My hole's not lining up. They're not. Someone give me the wrong frickin' level. Okay, well let's fit a different way. The holes are a bit off. It's drilled wrong. I got 2 holes that are half a hole off. Well, the good news is the cork gasket's big enough, and I think if I just drill them all a little bit, gosh. That's annoying. Well, since it's electronics, I can't take it back anyways. I'm just gonna drill it out. And drop that over there. I'll be right back. There, I bored them out. A little bit. Apparently these are the wrong size. Back to the drawer. But at least this is in here now, so I could put this tank in. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I can deal with that underneath the truck. So I'm just gonna wipe where these bands go, and yeah, let's get it up in there. This tank is far from perfect, but the price was right. Oh, and my truck isn't exactly perfect. I know, you're surprised, but it's not. This was the old belting. The previous owner used lumber belting. This is genuine Packard belting, so this is what I'm gonna use. It's sticky on one side, so, oh. Okay. I should be using blocks. Or ratchet strap. Well, we're back. It's day 2. So I was struggling a little bit when the battery died. And then I thought, tie strap. And when I say tie strap, I mean tie down ratchet strap. So this is what I did. I hooked my ratchet strap on there, put it under the tank, and then I could just pull it up. And you know what? That looks way better. Other than it still needs to be polished, and this tank has a few scuffs in it. There's a scuff there with a very mild dent, but I'm gonna sand that out, and a little dent there. But you know what? I got a great deal on it at work because it's damaged, and it's the right size. And from back here, you can't really tell. And Low and Slow is a workhorse. So, and the best part is, I can pull the cap off like this and go, oh look, I have no fuel. But, and the cool thing is, these are all in a great spot to reach. So I'm digging it. Hot diggity, I'm digging it. I'm gonna put a vent in here. This is return and this is supply. So my one shutoff fitting will fit in there. I'm gonna put another shutoff fitting in here, and then that way, if I only want to run one tank, I can just shut them off. The last owner that put the Western Star tank on ran a crossover line underneath, and it did have a shutoff, which is fine. But the problem with a crossover line underneath is like it went up on the cross member and then down. So it's only going to draw down to basically the highest point of that line. So you're always going to have a bit of fuel in the bottom of the tank, and there's no sense packing fuel around if you run out of fuel while you still have fuel in your tank, if you know what I mean. So so yeah, I'm going to hook it up to the top. But oh, I tell you, she's going to be a hot one today. And look at the yard. Cooper mowed it, although don't look at this. I need to, yeah, the grass on the hillside it's a growing. But yeah, yard's looking better. We got Stubby and Kenny over there. Of course, my wood pile. But oh, so many projects. And you know what, guys? Before I lose track or my shirt gets dirty, if you would like your very own Save the Cabovers t-shirt, go to shoppeterbiltmike.com. Everything is 30% off. When they're gone, they're gone. I will be having more t-shirts coming out. There is only one King merch is done at the end of it. So if you want a There's Only One King t-shirt, hoodie, zip up hoodie, go get it now, because when they're gone, and they're 30% off, which is pretty cool. And the key tags too. Don't Kill Kenny and Roll Coal are the two big ones, so go get yours today. And yeah, so 30% off at shoppeterbiltmike.com. But anyways, enough talking, Mike. Get to work, because as soon as I'm done this, then I can go inside, and it's cooler in the shop than it is outside the shop right now. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees Celsius today. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's probably like 90 degrees or 95 degrees, but not hot as it was in Texas, but it's hot for Prince George. So I need to get the kids out washing cars too, because if it's going to be a nice week, I want to roll and clean cars. I got the Jeep, is dirty, although it doesn't look bad right now. I got my pickup, it's dirty. Low and Slow is dirty too. Gosh, it's just everything's dirty. And I need to start clearing land to build a Cabover shelter. But and you know, I was thinking maybe I should sell some trucks, because I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed after getting home from holidays, and it's like, oh, I got this one, I got that one, I got too many trucks. And then it's like, you know what, Mike, you don't need to do them all in a day. I don't need to sell any. It's not like I need the money right now. It's just I don't want to see them get deteriorated. And like K2 over there, you know what, I haven't forgot about him. Started ripping the frame apart, got to get back to him. But I found an engine, but I got to buy the whole truck. And it's not as cheap as I'd like, but we'll go take a look. Maybe we'll do a will it start video, because I mean, it should start, because that would be the whole reason of buying the truck, is for the engine. But it's been parked for a bunch of years, but they got some cool stuff. And then the fella said, Mike, why don't you just buy that dump truck too? The old A model Kenworth. And I'm like, I'd really like an A model Kenworth. Dad had one, 1980. I rode in the passenger seat a lot. Dad had the turtle wax air freshener, the little turtle, and I'd play with it. So, yeah, what do you do? As long as I don't start putting them out pasture, you know, they're working. This one drives, that one drives now. That one doesn't drive yet, but it will. And this one doesn't drive yet, but it will. And that's the other thing. I got to get back on Smokey and tip the cab, check the engine. But anyways, I thought I would clean up the yard, throw this tank on, because at the end of the day, Low and Slow is a workhorse. A lot of people have been bugging me about aluminum wheels, so that's why I wanted to check the wheel studs. I ordered them yesterday, and they are kind of a different wheel stud, so nobody has any in stock, so I'm ordering them direct from Meritor. And that's the only reason why I haven't put aluminum wheels on the front of Low and Slow. So, and that thing with the visor, I got a phone 12 gauge tomorrow, because that's annoying. Really, really annoying. And I think maybe I should just take it to the body shop and get those guys to put it on for me, because you know what? Thomas and Brian and Corey and all those guys, they're good. They're good at what they do. But you know what the problem is? Because they're good, you can never get in there. I guess it's a good problem to have. But so people ask me, why don't I get my own trucks worked on at the Peterbilt Body Shop in Prince George? It's because they're busy with customer trucks, and this is not a customer truck. Customers come first. So anyways, enough yammering. Start talking. Start talking and stop working. Okay, focus. F-O-C-U-S. You know, someone told me what focus stood for, and I can't help. It's like frig off because you're stupid. And I can't help but think of that when it's like I need to focus, because sometimes I don't know if I got ADHD or attention deficit disorder, or if I just got trucks on the brain, but I'm like ba-doo, 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 which is probably why I have 6 trucks all in different stages of project. So what do you do? It's me. Shopping for cars all the time, shopping for trucks all the time. Then if a good deal pops up, it's gotta grab it. Gotta take it when you can. Gotta grab the deal. But the kicker is, if you grab the deal, you still gotta finish the Low and Slow. Okay, enough of that. Okay, I think I got a breather. I got a tap. I'm gonna have a plug. Gotta dig out the things. I got my straps on, although it tapers a little bit. So yeah, I think we're good. I got my belting. I screwed up. I should have got another foot, because I got a little small piece that it's not covered. So I'm going to use the other belting to cover it, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, just going to use a little bit of lumber belting, because that's what the previous owner put in it. I just need a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all I really need. Let's try and cut this with these scissors. I think these were kid scissors. Oh yeah, they say Cooper Chamberlain on them. He's graduated now, he doesn't need them. There we go. Size for there. And you know, it's one of those things where it might not even touch to where I might not need it, but I might not need it is no guarantee. Take that to the bank. I don't know why I said that. Okay, just a little bit more. Oh, for crying in the mud. I just broke the scissors. Look at that. Apparently cutting belting is not what they were designed to do. Well, jeez. I mean, they cut the belting, so you would think they should. I'm gonna wash these because they got a little bit of dirt on them. And dirt and aluminum don't go together. Well, I don't know. You know, fellers, I was thinking of a new channel name. Doing this, I could call it Redneck Repair. If there's not a Redneck Repair channel out there, I'm telling you, there should be. Not sure if my neck's red, but I guess by the end of the day, my neck will probably be red, because if I stay outside, Lord knows it will be. This is my stick it to it, make it stay stuff. You can tell I went to university. Oh, didn't. Nope, I didn't. I went to the School of Hard Knocks. Not Knoxville, Tennessee, but the hard knock is for me. Please stop singing, you're making my ears bleed. You know what else I should do? I should unconnect, pull out my fuel lines while the tank's on the ground. I know, I was thinking it'd probably be easier that way too. Hot-blooded, check it and see. I got a fever. Well, no, I don't really, but Mac, you are a bit crazy. You know, the deck on here is not in great shape, but it works. It's just my cornfield Cadillac of going down the road. Just a cornfield Cadillac. There we go. Crude, but effective. So now I just need to dig out those fuel lines, so I'm gonna go get a pair of side cutters. You know what the best thing about laying in the dirt is? It's when the gravel digs into your knees. And yeah, it's not really good at all. So, I got that, pulled my lines up, and somebody's phoning me. Better go check. Maybe it's Pops. Wasn't Dad. You know, he should be out here because he's probably used to this being in Arizona in the winter. No, he shouldn't. He should be like with his feet up and a cold brewski in his hands, enjoying life. Okay. Watch me now. Don't watch that part though. Look at that. I'll turn it just a little bit more though. And I got a fuel line stuck. There's good. So I'm going to pull this through. And I'm going to ratchet it. Famous last words. Okay. Don't. Alright, hold it. Look like this. Dang it. Okay, that was a much better idea the first time. Oh! You know, it's not that they're heavy. They're just awkward. Well, for crying out loud, Mike, if I put this down here, help if I had my strap set right. Because now, if I pull this like this, I'm gonna duck my knees under. I'll walk my tank back over. Something like that. So now if I hold this, here, then I can ratchet. Why did this work so good last time? There. I want to turn it. I think that's got her. Dang it. Don't move. this one over here. Ooh. Oh, it's hot. Stuff gets hot when it's sitting in the sun. Okay. Now it's sitting in the cradle. Box in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue on the man on the moon. Don't know what it means or how it goes. Oh. So, I'm gonna take her forward a smidgen. Try and back just a smidgen. And right there. Whew! Almost like it was made for it. I like it. I like it like that. Yeah, good enough. Is it perfect? No. Is it good? It's good enough. I'm gonna put a little never seize on that and then zing her up. I need to lose some weight, guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I put a bit of weight on. And I shouldn't be huffing. But knowing is half the battle. So, I'll set my torque to the lowest because I don't think we need to rattle it on super tight. Basically, all I'm trying to do is turn it so it's perfect. Oh, that feels pretty good. Is that right? Oh yeah. There, double nutted. I did it as tight as I could with the hand wrench, because you know when that's full of fuel, it's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be heavy is what I'm saying. And sweat just dripped into my eye. So I'm gonna go get the one fitting I do have, and a vent. It's very important that your fuel tank is vented. Otherwise it'll draw different, and yeah. I'm gonna go find a cloth. I don't know if you guys ever use thread tape, but you want to thread it backwards. So if you're, well, I guess it's clockwise if you look at it this way, but not to tell you what to do, but that way when you thread it on, it doesn't come off. But this is going to be my return line. Oh, look at that. First time, every time. No, not really. Not really. And then, I didn't bring a wrench. So no, I need a, dang it, I need a crescent wrench. Got it. I also got my breather. The breather has a little ball in it, so if you roll your truck over, plugs the breather so it doesn't leak fuel all over the place. Pretty handy. Don't know how I ended up with a new one, but I got one. We don't need to do it up zinging tight, so I'm gonna do it just like that so that the tube goes out that way. And then this bad boy, just a little more. There. Do I have a wrench that fits, he asks? No, because it's smaller. It's smaller than that. The nice thing is the shut off now, I can just reach in here, shut them off. And the vent for here, I'm going to use some plastic line. You don't need it to be super long, so I'm just going to go About that long. Just enough to get down, but not too far down that it fills up with mud. I wonder what it'd be like to live somewhere that doesn't have so much mud. Bet it'd be hot a lot. How do you guys that live in hot areas handle the sweat dripping into your eyes? Just get used to it? I don't know. Now I spit in the end of this just for a little bit of lubrication. And I'll just... There. Look at that. Got a breather. Telling you it's going to be a good day. So now I'm going to go get some wrenches for that other fitting. Is that not... Is it? No. Of course it's not. Is that 13? Yes, it is. Is this 13/16? No, it's not. But I've got a crescent wrench. Otherwise known as l'adjustable wrench. Oui, oui. And I should go here. Oh, crap. Easier said than done. Easier done than said. There we go. There we go. At least I'm not working under the truck. Guys gotta think of the positives. At least it's not raining. Do you know what it is? People complain, oh, it's too hot. Oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's too snowy. I will not complain about the heat. Try not to anyways. There's fuel in it. Yeah, baby. That was a little creepy. A little creepy, Mike. You're creeping the guys out. Now, one thing I do not want to do is, because this, I don't know how old this line is, and I don't want it to start to leak. So, gotta hold this line so you don't put a twist on it. Ugh. There. That's perfect. That is perfect. Now, this line, I don't have a tap for it, and I don't know, I should probably just wait, you know that? Because this is the size of fitting, I mean, unless well, I'd have to pump fuel back over here. I got one of those, one of these. Or I just put this in there. But I think I'm going to leave this for now. And because I got to get the right screws, because mine are not working. I know, who knew? And I've got my unit, but it's a different plug. So it's got to go. So I gotta get the right plug. But that's okay. We can do that. So I think the next thing I should do is plug off that crossover line underneath, which I don't know, that one's gonna be a toughie because it could make a mess. And right now, if I leave this blocked off, it should be no different than that being plugged. And then I can get a tap for here, and Bob's our uncle. Actually, I don't have a Uncle Bob. I got a Uncle Ron, Uncle Larry, Uncle Mervyn. You know, but I don't have an Uncle Bob yet. So, well, yeah, I shouldn't have an uncle. I mean, unless he changed his name. Anyways. Mike. So you can see the crossover line. Now the return on the old tank returns to the bottom. The return on the new tank returns to the top and then goes to the bottom. Strap looks really good. Everything looks good, but kicker is this tank is full of fuel now, so yeah. I either got to be really, well, I guess, or no, it's got a shut off there, so I could, yeah, we can do this. I just have to, yeah, take this take this off. Okay, shut the fuel off, which is it shut off? Yeah, it is shut off. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh, Mike. So if I take this off, that line off, pull this T out, and then take this 90 and put it over there. That's what we're gonna do. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I need to get my tape for there. I need to get some wrenches. If memory serves me correctly, that was the 13/16, and also grab my crescent wrench, and I'll grab a bucket to catch the fuel, because the only fuel that should come out be from this line, which was the crossover line, and what's in this line. But see what I mean, guys? Because this crossover line goes up like this. So when it's only drawing from this tank, it's gonna be like half full, and it's not gonna draw, because it's like gravity. So it's, you know, even though it was hooked up down there, it's only gonna go down to there, and then it's gonna stop. So that's where, like, if this, you know, crossover lines, they got to be straight across, no humps. So anyways, fun fact. Okay, let's get some wrenches. You know what, guys, one of these days Low and Slow is going to need a frame off restoration, because there's some rust jacking, which is a real bummer. You know that? There we go. Oh yeah, we got this. But yeah, I think when I get a step deck, when I get one of the K100s running, like Smokey or even Duke Kaboom, I'm going to yeah, give Low and Slow a little more loving. I'd actually like to put a hydraulic roll-off deck on them, because that would be super duper handy. Oh yeah, of course that's one's gonna turn, because that's not the one I want to have turn. You don't want to loosen it, because then once it's loose, then it's probably going to turn, and once it turns, then it's, you know how that goes. You know how that goes, or maybe you don't. But you know what I'm gonna pull this one out of here, since that one turned. Three-quarter work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mike, we can make it look. Oh. Who the heck tightened this thing up? He was probably watching by the power. Oh. So clearly what I need to do is get another crescent wrench, because this is my smallest wrench. It's not wrenchy enough. Is that a word? Wrenchy enough? Nope, probably not. Fraggle rock. That's tighty. You know what? Why? What if I wiggle it enough, will it fit? If I put it over here, will it fit? No, I'll just wreck the threads. Oh! Alright. And I might as well get a wrench to take off this crossover line, so I'm going to need, I think that's a 9/16 socket. A 9/16 socket, he says. I'm comfortable now. It's nice and cool down here, actually. That is very tight. Oh, you're joking. Nope, not joking. 15/16. Is that 7/8? It is 7/8. I gotta take this fitting out because it's gonna hit my tap, which we don't want to have happen. There, now. Good thing you got your bucket there, Mike. Dust control. There. So now, if I put that one there, like that, which is probably how it was to begin with. Come on. Need this to go. If I can wedge my wrench somewhere. If I had a hammer, I would get a hammer. Ah, I got my hands. Power! And I don't even go to the gym. I know. You're shocked, aren't you? You're like, damn, I could have sworn I went to the gym. Nope, I don't. Honestly, don't like the gym. Call me self-conscious. Should go to the gym. I shouldn't go to the gym. I just need to maybe eat a little better. I had Chinese food last night. Late. Probably shouldn't have done that, but took our friends to the airport. Brought their car home. Okay. Kickers on, make sure I don't get any of this old thread goop in my fitting, because then it'll be in my fuel filter. And I think after I get this new fuel tank running with fuel in it, I think I'll probably change my fuel filter. The nice thing with this truck is it does have a fuel filter restriction gauge, and you know, you can get that option in new trucks as well, and I like it because you don't need to change your fuel filter if there's no restriction. And you know, you might put some older fuel in it and it's actually not bad, or you might pick up some new fuel somewhere where they got a bad tank, and you think you got good fuel, but you don't. So that's what I really like about the fuel filter restriction gauge, because it tells you. And I've had it where I've shown restriction, you know, not long after a service where I changed it, and I changed it again, and conversely, I've had it where, you know, comes time to oil change day and it really doesn't need it. But so that's what I like, especially with old trucks. But imagine most old trucks don't have it. But if I'm ordering you a truck and I got all the gauges, you're probably going to have that gauge, because I like it, because I've used it and it's handy. It's better than a clock. Okay, now we want it to be butter, bigger, better butter. Exactly what we needed to have happen, guys. So we'll tighten this up. Use my crescent wrench to hold my line so it doesn't kink or twist. I did do a little. There. Make sure it's tight without busting. Make sure it's tight without busting stuff off. Yep. I can turn my fuel back on. Boop. Done. Okay, now I'm going to take these off, and I'm pretty sure they're 9/16, because that's what I brought. Yep. I'm going to do it blindfolded. just dirt. Just a little dirt in my eyes. It's okay. You're okay, Mike. Just like that. That saves me that bolt. That's a good bolt right there. Did I have a washer on it? Did I lose a washer? Oh yeah, I did have a washer on it. I'll just stick that back on there. Okay. Oh, it's a little hard on the bum. A little hard on the bum. It's a little high. You can tell this truck used to have a hydraulic pack and a gen set. Still has a PTO on it. I don't know. I could run something with that sucker. What? Not really sure, but I could. Like a tilt deck. Would be handier than a two-armed paper hanger. You ever hear that joke? Something about a one-armed paper hanger. It's kind of like a one-armed paper hanger. I'm not really sure what that means. God knows. Some skookum brackets when you think of it, like holy moly. Well, that's it, guys. We got the tank. My nephew Curtis is talking about coming over and doing some polishing for me, so because he wants to see low and slow shiny, so looking forward to that. And my visor, well, tomorrow I'm gonna phone 12 gauge and just see where my brackets are, see how long it's gonna take to get them. And so I'm not gonna put the old visor back on until I know, because no sense doing it twice. And I'll get my fuel shut off for up there and we'll be good. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Till the next one, cheers. Whew. I think I need to go find a nice cold beverage now, icy cold.